Hello guys, welcome to Online Web Tutor. I am Sanjay. We are learning Level 8 Framework tutorial. This is our part number 95. Inside this video, we will see the topic called API Testing Tool Package inside Laravel. Inside last video, we had seen a composer package. By the help of that package, we had installed Voyager admin panel. Now inside this video, another package we have inside Laravel. After installation of that package, we will create a UI which is going to provide API testing tool. So what is API testing tool? Let's say that we have an application. Inside that application, we are creating some RESTful APIs by means of any type of request type. Let's say GET request type, POST request type, and also we are passing parameters inside those RESTful web services. So usually we use Postman to test our APIs. Here we need to select our request type. We need to pass the URL here. According to the need of API, we need to pass the parameters right here inside this authorization, headers, as well as inside this body. So inside this video, we will see a composer package. After installation of that composer package, we will create something similar UI inside Laravel application which will provide our API testing tool features. So for this video, we have an article over this blogging website. So go inside this articles, click on Laravel 8, click on search, and if I search for API testing tool as a keyword, and here we can see that we have an article here. So simply if I click on this article, inside this article all the content is totally from scratch. So also we will start this video from scratch, all about from installation of Laravel 8 application. So if I scroll down, here we have the installation of Laravel 8 application. So what I will do, simply I will copy this command, back to terminal, pasting it here, and simply here let's say API tool. This is the project folder name. So if I press enter, we need to wait for a while because it is installing all about our project setup. Now as we can see that the project has been installed. So if I back to folder structure, now inside this folder structure, this is the folder what we had created or downloaded. So simply I open this folder into VS Code editor. So successfully we have imported our installed folder inside this VS Code. Now next, what we have to do, if I back to article, so here we have to install Laravel API tester package. So simply we need to open our terminal and run this command. So I will copy this command. As we can see that this is a composer command. By the help of this composer command, we are going to install our Laravel API tester package. So back to terminal. First of all, we need to go inside our API tool. This is the folder what we have downloaded. Now inside this folder, we are going to run this package. So pressing enter, the installation process, as we can see that, started. And successfully we have installed our composer package inside API tool setup. Back to blog article. So here we have RESTful APIs development section. Inside this section, we haven't created any RESTful web services. But inside this section of this article, we have a link. After clicking on this link, you will get the idea that is how to develop API means REST APIs inside Laravel 8 application using Passport. Now if I scroll down, let's say that this is a sample route we will create inside API.php. Inside this playlist, in the next videos, we will discuss also all about that is how can we create API inside Laravel 8. So for now, this is all about API testing tool. So simply we will copy this route, go here inside this API.php, because when we create any RESTful web services inside Laravel application, so by default we configure all the routes inside API.php. And inside web.php, we generally configure all about our web application routes. So for the API, go inside this api.php. This is the by default file, and here inside this file I will simply add this route, that is route get method, and here we have the route called sample-message. So when we type this route inside Postman or anywhere using get request type, so it will call this callback function, and inside this callback function simply we are returning these two data like status and message into JSON format. So simply if I back to blog article, the route we have configured. Now here all about we had done the installation. So how can we open our API testing tool? So first of all we need to start our development server. So PHP artisan, let's serve. As we can see that the project has been started. So if I open link into the browser, so when we install our Laravel API tester package, so this route is available to open and see our tool. So simply if I copy this API-tester, go here, and if I type that, as we can see that we have our interface something similar where we can test our RESTful services. Here we have all the routes, request, history. Right here as we can see that we have the drop down of request type. Inside this box we can pass our URL. Here we have the data. Here we have the headers. If we click on this send request, it will go and hit this URL by using this request type, and it will display all the output into this screen. So simply as we can see that how can we test this tool that it is working fine or not? So as we know that we have created a sample route inside this api.php, it means this is a sample API. So why not we are going to test this API inside our API testing tool. So what I will do, simply inside these routes, if I search for sample-message, and this is the route actually we had created inside api.php, and it is using get request type. So if we click on this send request button, scroll down, and as we can see that inside at the footer, inside this data tab we are getting our output like a status equals to 1, message API testing tool is working fine. Again if we go inside this api.php, let's create another route. This time we will use something, let's say post request type, sample-message-2 for post request type. So if we save all these changes, now this time we have another route inside this api.php which is by post request type. So if we go and reload this page, inside these routes if I search for sample, and as we can see that automatically that route displayed what we had created, and this time we need to select the post request type. This is the URL. When we create any API by configuring all the routes inside this api.php, we need to add a prefix API into the URL. So automatically it has picked API / and this is the route name. So simply if we click on this send request button, go here inside this data tab, and as we can see that here we have the output status equals to 1 and message API testing tool is working fine for post request type. Here we have some spelling mistake, so don't worry at all. So this tool is similar to this Postman. We can test our APIs inside this Postman as well as inside this API testing tool. This is the UI we had developed by using only a single composer package. So all the guide, all about installation, download, installation inside Laravel setup, all we have the guide inside this blog article. So for this video session guys, thank you for watching and have a great day.